Today I'll be attempting to build Minecraft's best roller coaster ever created. This is my 20 billion thousand square foot mall, and I'm gonna try to connect every single shop to it. And if I can't do it, I've gotta give the whole mall away for free. Now, since I last showed you guys this mall, or if you're just catching up, this is a giant mall that I bought where players can come around from basically anywhere in shop. So I don't really own any of the side stores. These are areas that I'm selling to people, and as you can see, it's working pretty well. There's one of our owners, Woo Dog, there. And some of the others have even come together as well, like this one, which is, I think, like a mob grinder. So seeing as this is like the main mall area where like people will be coming, I want to give them like just a clean entrance point. So maybe like right here in the corner, we'll start the roller coaster. Guys, the problem with having a mall like this is I'm just too famous here. Look at that, I can't leave. Sheesh. All right, now I gotta do my best to make this without people coming over and like, you know, gawking at me. Is that the right word? We're just gonna start it, I think right here through the window. I'm trying to think too. Like we got this massive window here. It's a beautiful look outside. I feel like this should become a door, frankly. But is that too close to the door? I don't know what we're gonna do with the door situation, but I think I'm gonna take this and go directly straight and see what it looks like. See, I'm investing in premium, guys. These rails are extra expensive, but I want to get them around fast because the faster they move in my mall, the faster I'll be able to get them to other shops. And of course, I'll make more money because then I can sell more plots. It's all about the user experience. All right, so we got this whole entire side now lined up. And I think one of the problems we're going to face today, I don't know how we're going to solve it either, is I want it to be able to be like stopped at each of these locations. Like I'd love each of these to be like a pit stop. I'm going to have to do some research because that needs to be solved right now. I could make like little change up stations, have them like an activator rail. All right, so now that I think I have a solution, we're gonna test this out and see if it works. So the idea here is to create like a minecart that'll stop at every single mall. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to take the center of the mall, which is honestly right about here. I don't know.
That's good enough.
And I believe with this design, what we're able to do is indent the carts, and then we can actually add something that allows us to stop it. We gotta spend the money on the logs, guys. We're a classy place. We need to make sure people understand that. All right, guys, so here's the idea. In this little junction point, I can put down.
The word's getting out that I'm building.
This is getting to a point of no return, guys. It's getting a little bit too busy here.
Okay, I had to kick him out.
It's a little bit too busy in here. Here's what we're gonna do. 2 pieces of wood in the back, a little bit of redstone here, a button, and then a lever. So I believe what this does is allows us to take our cart. So say we're zooming along, and theoretically we're gonna stop in this little divot right here. And that gives us, boom, easy access if we want to leave and come into this shop. And then we can go back into our cart and keep continuing on by pushing the button, which sends us back out to the next one. So each of these now, we're going to create a little junction point in and then label it so it looks even more professional. Now take a look at how sweet this looks. So we have stop number 1, the casino. And as we take it down in all of these shops, it just increases the property value, which means I can make even more money. So if I get into it and move, that's a success. Oh no, it's taking us backwards.
Why is that happening?
Oh, you just have to, I think you just have to rock back on the side you want to go on and then push it. So you could go either way, which is fine. Like if I do this. Okay, still backwards, hold up. So I've been testing this for about 20 minutes now, and I think I finally have it set up where I want it to be. These now all work perfectly, and you've got a through fare where you can like pull this lever and
These are wrong, hold on.
you can pull this lever and that'll automatically power it, so you can just go straight through if you don't want to wait for anything. So the only issue now is that it has to go through the whole mall. We have to theme it, make it look good, and do a lot more stuff. So I'm gonna have it cut right through this area. We'll slow it down a little bit. You know, this is a spot where we've got people walking around. If you're sitting at this bench,
It makes it a little bit risky.
what's the one that switches you sides? How do you do that? Does it work with anything? Oh, it does. I guess that works, right? I mean, I guess you could straight up just ride this thing all the way down the center and then pick the path you want to go. So what we really want is a sign right here that tells them, hey, go this way for whatever shops, or this way and go the other way for the other shops. Problem is I don't know what the shops are. Okay, so now we've wrapped this rail all the way around the second wing of the entire mall. I can't even explain to you how painful and long that was. Now we've got this kind of going the whole way. So I'm going to give it a quick test run here. Okay, here we go. Let's put the card in and give her a little test. Oh my gosh, guys.
Welcome to the LoverFella Mall.
Speed-wise, not too bad. Definitely quicker than walking. And you can kind of like window shop this way. Like you can see all the stores that players have set up. I guess the other problem is too, I mean, it's not bad. It's just like, if you want to go to a specific place, it
Could be an incredibly long ride.
I just feel like putting in all those stations is going to be an extreme pain, but I've got to do it. So wish me luck, guys. We're about to put in about 45 new stations for this train. All right, now tell me this doesn't seem absolutely incredible. Each one of these now has their own custom stop right in the center, so that whenever you set up a shop, it'll have like the perfect window shopping avenue. And if players want to go one by one, they can go through and literally just stop at any shop they want. But if they're feeling a little bit spicy, they can speed things up and turn this lever on, and then they can just zoom right through it super fast. Let's put a pretty sign right here though, so they know, I don't know what they're gonna know, but they're gonna know something. I just hate that because it kind of blocks off the freaking billboard. It's definitely like, it could look a little bit cleaner, but I feel like that's a necessity. I don't know how useful this sign will be.
but we got it. Y'all looking pretty fresh.
Maybe once I know what's actually down there, we can like, you know, kind of utilize that more. But for now, that looks really good. I mean, it's a functional rail.
Yeah, why is there so many of these things?
I forgot we still have to wrap it around this side too. I think before I do that though, we got to switch it up and do a little bit of exotic roller coaster action, because not only do I want them to ride the super roller coaster and actually go shopping and buy stuff from the people, like this dude's making bank right now, I bet. I want them to actually come here specifically to ride the roller coaster, because if you thought it was just a roller coaster through the mall, you dead wrong. This is gonna be the best roller coaster anyone's ever seen before. It's not only gonna make us money, it's gonna entertain the masses, and it's gonna cost me a fortune. So what we're gonna do is take it outside. I know I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it. Now I'm sure. It's going outside. I know that we have a really tall building, and it'd be such a pain to have to walk up that. So if I took one for the team and made a giant roller coaster that went into it, sell that for like $20 million, and we're gonna use wood. I've never done anything like this before. I just feel like this is really pushing my limits here. What's the quickest way to do it? I guess build these.
Man, I hate that they're pointing different directions.
It's gonna be a different direction facing thing, I guess. We'll have to fix that later, you know? What are you gonna do? Hey, this isn't so bad. The roller coaster is looking absolutely beautiful. About, I don't know, 20 minutes later, we've got this thing coming up to the top, and now it overlooks the entire mall. We can ride this bad boy right through the center of downtown, uptown, whatever, I don't know, whatever this thing is. And then onto a beautiful glass path where our mall people will be able to jump off of the Elytra and go into mall roofs through their roof holes that I will require them to have. So guys, we've now made this roof rail with the Elytra rail. They're gonna fly down from if they want to, go across the entire length of the mall, all the way back to here. And if you remember, this is where the corner of our rail is, and I'm not really sure what business is here, but I guess
This business is gonna have to have a rail through it.
so now in this corner, they'll be able to change direction to reconnect to the main infrastructure, which means all we have to do is build this right through someone's base. And look, it's necessary. I'm sorry to whoever shop this is, but we've got to do it. The show must go on. And we also must buy more rails. And now somehow we have to connect it up to there, two down to here, and make it go up and back down again. All right, now take a look at this. We've finally done it. It is actually one of the biggest coasters I've ever seen. So down here in the corner, it takes you on the side of our mall, and this coaster now connects to the rooftop. And if I go all the way up, in fact, let me put a cart down. See how this thing works, my first actual test.
No, other way, oh God.
Well, that's gone. Guess we're going the old-fashioned way. Whew, there we go. Okay, so at the top of this goes directly across the center line of the entire mall, exactly in the middle. And now you're riding in your cart, and I don't have an extra because that one's gone somewhere. I don't know. That could be going forever, to be honest with you. Let's go in the Yeet building. You'll probably wonder what that is. This Yeet building will be required to have an entrance point. So we're gonna open it right here, and we're going to do, I don't know, right in the center, maybe like something like this. And you've got the Elytra rooftop entrance. So imagine riding that, you find a store you like, now you can advertise in the sky with billboards, and you fly in, and this is the top of a blaze grinder. So probably not the, this one is not, it's not how it's supposed to be. So let's say you're flying and you see this thing. You want to go into this purple shop. Guess what? Rooftop entrance right here, coming in hot. The owner will also be able to close it. Okay, maybe, well, that didn't work at all, did it? The owner will also be able to close it. So if his shop's closed, he doesn't want anyone inside or to see what he's making, he can come up, close the rooftop entrance, and I'm gonna try to make every single shop have it. Like, that's cool. Like, that makes our mall special and unique. That makes people want to come spend money here.
Let's go.
Now, this roller coaster is far from being finished. I think the entrance points are like super ugly. This right here, we've got this glass. What do I do about this?
You might want to like add a border of some sort.
Maybe a little bit like that. Take out the glass all the way.
Well, like even just like bring these up, but like don't just have the glass just like be there.
That's it, right? That's the look right there. It's like a mine shaft.
This is beautiful.
When was the last time you were in a mine shaft?
Guys, after consulting my team, I've decided to go with this particular design for our entrances. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I hate how it's uneven though, so there's more to do. We honestly just committed to the spruce, so I gotta buy more of it.
That's not bad, right?
So we're gonna label all of these with some signs. So if you take it this way, you get to go to the atrium. And again, I've got to make this look good. Like if my team does not approve of what I'm creating here today, I literally need to get out of the whole mall. So we'll put another sign here that says the atrium. So that's where it takes you, the atrium. And then this would, I don't know, what are we calling this? The
Casino zone?
I'm gonna just call it the OG. Like this is where we started the mall. This is where all the original shops are. This will be the OG location. And then over here, it'll be called the new G, all right? For the new, I don't know. You're just gonna do a little bit of clearing up here. We got a lot of signs, you know, old shops, just junk that doesn't need to belong here at this point. What is that? You know, I don't like that. I don't like the wood here. What does this lead into?
It leads into what now?
So this is like a really weird new casino that connects all the way over here to his shop in the corner. It just doesn't make sense. He's got just a really confusing setup in here.
Like, what is this?
It's not a great location. Like, no one's gonna be walking down here, and then this leads outside. So first, let's get rid of the text up here real quick. I gotta do it. I can't just leave it here. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Now we got this just big wall, like a wall that literally leads to like hidden casino stuff. So we've just got this opening here. We've only got one shop, and it looks right at just junk. Drop a comment below what we should do here. This whole section needs some renovation.
It's like a dead end of the mall.
What is through this? Oh, it's a beautiful view.
Are you kidding me?
A beautiful view with no window. This obviously must be a large window. Look what 35 seconds can do to make a room really come together. I mean, tell me that does not look 1,000 times more sellable right now. Guys, you gotta fix it up slowly when you see stuff like that. There's just opportunity. Same thing in here, honestly. This needs some windows, and I hate it, but I've gotta do it. Look how much better this looks. Windows all the way down the side. Now you could add shutters and doors and all kinds of other details, but instantly, million times more. Like, it feels like it's alive in here now. Then, this is where it gets really cool. I took this room right here, and I gave it even more value by opening it up towards that room where the playroom is with all this other stuff. This is now worth so much more money than it was. I'm gonna put a window in here real quick. Okay, so I definitely added a little bit more than a window, but we got the window, we got the trap doors, we got some pots up there for decoration. I don't know, it's kind of like a giant Among Us character. Looking a little bit sus, isn't it? Ash, what are you thinking right now?
It's interesting, but why is it called the new G?
Because this is the OG.
What does OG even stand for?
Nobody knows.
I would say this area needs a bit more decoration.
More decoration? Okay.
Normally, there's not just a tree, like there's something around the tree.
We need some detail in the center, I'm told. It does look pretty bad. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's like, part of it's like the floor. I don't really know what to make the floor here. Good, let's try white concrete maybe. You know, guys, when you got an indoor tree,
You gotta protect that sucker.
Okay, I think that looks like 100 billion times better. I hate to do it, guys, but we do need another set of windows here. But the problem is, if I break this, I'm pretty sure it's underground. So this will become a beautiful highlight piece. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. It's kind of a weird design, but since we're underground, I really can't put an actual window here. So it's kind of,
I don't know, fake window with brick.
Now, one of the bigger issues we're gonna have to deal with here is minecarts and the amount of them that we're gonna see. So I was thinking we could do minecart disposers, which would be cactus? I feel like cactus just isn't gonna be the move. I just bought 64 cactuses for no reason. So maybe something like this. It's not super intrusive. It still looks kind of good. And players will be able to hop off with their minecart and throw the extra ones here. And maybe long term, we could create like a crazy hopper system that only accepts minecarts and then reloads it for them to take minecarts out. Like that'd be the ultimate design. So guys, someone drops a book, says he's interested in buying a spot. His name's Worthy Octopus. We'll give him this one. Guys, I put down a sign. I said 2 mil for this. And there it is, $2 million coming. I gotta fill all of this in with water. All of these like little zones here need to have water. Let me show you what I mean. Like that. It's gonna take me about 20 hours. Wish me luck. Guys, that's not something I ever want to experience again. The entire mall, I think, is now fully filled with water, and it literally...
It goes for miles.
Every single section, though, is now filled up, and it even, like, outlines kind of the rail. I wanted to just see if there's anything else we could do in this corner. I'm a little bit concerned about it.
Like, what is this?
Does someone own this? I don't know, but what's through here?
The ocean.
We literally have oceanfront views, and that's what we're putting there instead.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, this whole thing must become glorious window. How about instead of a giant back glass wall, we leave it open, and this turns into the boat parking zone. So now we've got all these boat parking spots. So if you come in from a water zone, you can park your favorite boat here, walk right in, and you're faced with whatever you want. Look at this. A beautiful sunrise centered in the mall. Now, before I ask my mods what they finally think of the rail, for now, we'll be turning one of these stalls into a minecart selling station. So here's what we could do. We have a stall right here. We could face it to the outside where it's very convenient. Put a sign on it so that it's a shop, load it up with minecarts. So now we've got our beautiful minecart shop with a lot of extra minecarts because I made too many of them and then destroyed it. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our claim right now. Very good. So they're all gonna come over and start punching me.
Okay.
So I put in about 20 hours of work into this, guys.
If you would all look at the minecart instead of punching me, that would be fantastic.
Here we go, we got one. He's riding it, This is exactly what we want. Now we're gonna have to see how this works for a couple days because there's gonna be minecart backups, and that's the biggest concern. I just don't know how to handle that. I'm gonna have these people run through and just look at all the stores, and now everyone who's bought a plot for me is gonna get thousands of customers. I think this is the best thing that we could do here in the mall, and I also think that's a successful challenge completed. Drop me a comment down below what you wanna see me do next time in Trade Up for this mall. Peace.
You're also gonna want a better entrance to this area because like a 2-block hole is kind of cringe.
You don't think that's good?
It looks just like you didn't put a lot of effort into it. I mean, a lot of this stuff does, but we're not gonna be able to tell of it today.